Hi everyone, I'm gonna try to explain you today what add-ons I'm using and what my user interface is about. Since I got asked a lot lately, hey Frank, what's the add-ons you're using and why does your UI look like that? I wanna have it like that as well, it looks awesome! I'm like, alright. I'm gonna try to explain it to you, but then people fuck it up and now I'm just gonna make a video about it, what add-ons I'm using and what UI I'm using actually. So, yeah, and since I was slacking with making videos lately, oh no, I just don't feel like it, and I'm kinda running out of content since I'm kinda, I don't know, I didn't have much ideas lately. I asked people like, hey, if you have any ideas, let me know, I might make it, and yeah, now I'm gonna just do a UI video, so I at least upload something again. It's not gonna be funny, it's just gonna be like informational. So, I hope this will help and enjoy. Seriously, I don't know, enjoy. Alright, so here we go. This is my character, Crazyfist, and now let's click on the add-ons button. What I have here is NPC scan, which I got disabled right now because I don't really need it. The A-Team is an add-on that actually plays the A-Team theme song when I'm using my Army of the Dead. Then Alcoholic, obviously, to keep track of my alts and what I have in their banks and whatsoever. Atlas Loot is a nice add-on that actually shows you where to get what. Like, for example, if you want to have a certain piece of equipment, you just open your Atlas Loot and search for it. If you know where it comes from, it's even better. You can check what drops where. Like, if you go like, oh, I'm gonna go do Dragon Soul Raid Finder right now. Oh yeah, let's see what's in there. And you just go, click on Atlas Loot and choose the instance you want to visit, and yeah, then you can see what's in there. Auctionator, pretty basic. It just helps me with auctions. Bad Kitty is an add-on that I actually use for my druid to I don't know, it makes tanking easier for me. Bartender 4 is actually the add-on that I use for my action bars. Battleground Targets is the add-on that I use in the PvP videos, which shows me what characters are on the enemy side, what their spec is, and so on. Blood Shield Tracker is something that I have for my tank spec on my Dead Knight. It just shows me how big my blood shield is. Button Facade and Button Facade Shadow is actually a layout for Bartender. Capping was an add-on that I used for my Shift M map, for the small map that I used for PvP, but I got it off again. Cooldown count is pretty simple. It just shows you the cooldown of your skills on your actual skills on the action bar. Data store, no fucking clue actually. DBM interrupts, DG killshot sexy, alright. Decay crutch, fishing ace. Fishing ace is, so I just have to double right click instead of using the actual fishing skill from my spellbook. Decay crutch is an add-on that like that shows you your rotation when you're unholy that night. Forte, whatever. It is a it's just a cooldown bar. Gladius is something you need, or I recommend to use it when you're doing arena. Grit and Healbot, I don't use that anymore because I don't need it. I just have it still on there. Healers Have to Die is actually a nice add-on for Battlegrounds. It marks the healers. Like when you are busy figuring out who the KG panels and KG panels config, is an add-on that makes just like little squares behind your action bar, and I don't use that right now because it's kinda pointless in my opinion. Killshot is an add-on that actually shows you in chat when you kill something, or when you get killed. Mask Trinity, and Mask Cave is it's basically Bartender and certain looks for it. Mogget is an add-on I found like today when Transmogrification came out. Boy, what a word. And there you can actually like choose your whatever you want to wear, and you can choose it from the approximate color, from the level, whatsoever. Then Omen 3, a basic threat meter where I can see if I'm actually pulling aggro or not. Then Overachiever is an add-on that just shows me what achievements I still have to do and so on. player score / gear score. I don't think I have to explain that. Poisoneer 4 is something I use for my rogue. Then Postal, I recommend that. That's so awesome. You just go to the mailbox, click on open all, zack, and you get everything in your inventory. Power Aura's Classic I use, you might have seen that in previous videos, like when I activated Pillar of Frost, I get a little icon on my screen. Preform AV Enabler is actually an add-on that allows you to preform battleground groups. Like, for example, you can't go into battlegrounds anymore when you're more than 6 people. This add-on will help you to bypass that, pretty much. PvP helper, don't ask me. Quartz is actually another cooldown bar, if I'm not wrong. Razor, that's the Razor add-on for the Naga. Yes, I'm using a Razor Naga Epic. And I actually don't use that add-on because it fucks up my action bars. Recount and Refortunator. Recount, don't have to say anything about that, I guess. Refortunator is actually a cool add-on. It shows you what you have to reforge and how you have to reforge it. It actually is connected to elitist jerks, so it's pretty much up to date all the time. Then sexy map, tell me when, blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna bypass those. Total RP was an add-on that I actually I don't know, I just installed it to try it, and I'm not that much of an RPer, so. Then Voodoo. Voodoo is an add-on for healing, but as I heard, it's pretty cool for when you're tanking or DPSing, so you can actually see debuffs on other persons as well. X to level is an add-on that I use for my twinks. It shows me how long it takes till I level. Shadow Timer is something that I use for my priest. And yes, I have it activated here, but it doesn't affect it. Which means Shadow Timer, it just shows me all necessary things that I need to improve my DPS. Nerity's rate icon bar. It's basically an icon bar with the skull and the cross and whatsoever, just to mark targets faster. And Elf UI. That's something that's so intense and heavy on my client that I just can't play without it anymore. If it ever will stop, I will stop play WoW. I will stop to play WoW, seriously. When this add-on is not given anymore, I'm just gonna quit. Deadly Boss Mods Core. Yeah, what to say about Deadly Boss Mods. And that's all Deadly Boss Mods. Alright, that was it. I'll give you examples from in-game. Alright, what we got here is my actual UI, how it looks. And yeah, the chat is Elf UI, the minimap is Elf UI. The action bars are bartender. Then you just saw those two swords on the ground between my player and my target. That was power auras. It shows me when my Pillar of Frost is activated. Then you see those two cooldowns below the minimap. This is actually the DBM. What else? On the bottom right, you see Recount, and next to it there's Omen. Yeah, I think that's it pretty much. I mean, that's the most stuff you'll see there, because I don't use any more stuff that actually increases my UI, like, I don't know, to be more gibberish. What I did recently was to change my client to English, because I figured, okay, I'm gonna do English videos, so I might change my client to English, so people can actually read stuff. Yeah. In the background, Pirates of the Caribbean metal version, oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that was it. Other than that, I don't know, I see you around. I try to make more videos. Yes, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. I mean, it's hard to come up with ideas, and I asked people in the guild and friends, like, hey, give me ideas to do something. And we might have an idea of what we can do, but for now, this is it.